Hello everyone, Mr. Jones here again with another weekly update for you. I hope everybody's doing well. I hope you found a good chance to go outside last week, do something fun, kind of notice some interesting things outside. Hope you're all doing well, staying healthy, etc., etc. This week we are kind of taking a turn into some more science-related stuff. So for your packet this week, there's going to be a bunch of new articles in your article of the day packet about wind and weather and sort of the climates of different areas and things of that nature. So we are going to be learning about a bunch of different things that have to do with weather and the ecosystem and sort of how it all relates. In those articles, the first one is going to be about sort of wind-related weather. So this will be tornadoes, hurricanes, things that affect the wind around us. The second article in there is about precipitation and the water cycle. So precipitation comes in a lot of forms. You've got hail, you've got snow, you've got rain. This sort of goes over all of those different things and how they affect the weather and where they're more prevalent, less prevalent. Then after that, there is an article about obscuration. This is any kind of weather that has to do with making it hard to see. So that'll be fog, dust storms, heavy rains, things that make it difficult. They obscure the area around you. That's why it's called obscuration. After that, there is an article about the jet streams. These are narrow bands of wind located way high up in the atmosphere. These affect sort of how planes operate. It affects upper atmosphere weather and how the water cycle moves water from one area to another. Using these jet streams, birds oftentimes recognize them. It's a really interesting subject. Then after that, there's an article that outlines the difference between climate and weather. Boiled entirely down, climate is pretty much just the average weather in an area over time. So climate is going to be the weather that happens day after day after day, versus if you just have one sort of freak thunderstorm or something like that. The article after that is going to be about sort of global circulation, how the wind and air moves all over the earth all together. It affects how oceans work, it affects birds' migration patterns. There's a lot there. Then the last article in the packet is just going to cover some climate things. As I said, that's just your average weather over time. This is going to give you some definitions of various climates that you live in, that you may have visited, and just places around the world, what their climates look like and what that looks like for the people who live there. For writing this week, you are going to have your regular dictionary activity and then a word web, and you get to free write this week. If you'd like to, you can write about weather or weather packets. So there's a lot to do with weather. You can write different types of weather, weather that you've experienced, your favorite types of weather, what you like to do on a rainy day. Any of that you could write about, but I'm leaving it open to you. So if you've got a specific subject you've been wanting to write about, this would be a good opportunity to do that. Make sure it's appropriate, but otherwise you can assume that I'm going to approve most subjects, whatever you're wanting to write on, as long as it's something that's interesting to you and you get me the regular sentences about it. Your writing warm-up this week is about homonyms. These are a personal pet peeve when people mix them up. It's going to be words that sound the same, but mean something different. So there, like he's over there, versus they are doing something, they are doing something. It's going to be words like that, two, and two, T-O, T-W-O, and T-O-O. Those are all homonyms. It's just any words that sound the same, but mean something different. And it's really important when you're trying to get an idea across that you have the right word, because it's easy to mix up homonyms, and that's the easiest way to make your work kind of look a little sloppy is by using the wrong word there. So that's why we're getting that practice in today, well, this week in general. Then there should also be an experiment coming out later this week. That should be out on Thursday, so you guys can have that to look forward to. I don't think it's going to be weather related, but it will be science related. And then for your social skills challenge this week, I want you to find a way to exercise that's fun. So this can be going for a run if you enjoy running. It can be racing somebody. It can be anything that you can think of that's a fun way to exercise. Go for it and just let me know what you decided. It could be climbing a tree, so long as you do it safely. But yeah, otherwise, I hope you all have a wonderful week. If you have any questions, comments, concerns, you can always let me know, of course. I've got my regular contact things. You can contact me Discord, Skype, email, phone call, or if there's something more convenient for you, just let me know. I look forward to hearing from you. Hope you all have a wonderful week. And look forward to hearing from you soon.